Lisa McLean, Legislative and Policy Manager on the legislative update. First off, I'd say that in the event, at the very beginning of this meeting, we welcomed Representative Eric Robertson, who is our new ex officio from the House Republican side. He replaces Skylar Rude. I'm not sure that he's still here, but I know that Director Griffin this week had a chance to meet with him, and he's on our committee related to regulated substances and gambling and gaming, so that will be useful. Second thing, the legislature started on Monday, as you know. It's a short session. In here, I put the cutoff dates. I will say that I guess I was anticipating I counted wrong on the 60 days. So I was planning on going to Hawaii on the 6th, but I guess I'll have to stick around until the 7th. I'm teasing. So signing dies not on the 6th, as it says in the memo. It's actually on the 7th. Okay. So March. Yeah. Okay. And you see that the policy cutoff is House of Origin policy cutoff is January 31st. House of Origin fiscal cutoff is the 5th. Okay. Yeah. I've also put here, just to remind you, what our committees are in the Senate and the House and who are the members of those committees. So you have that. I guess as part of this legislative update, you know, we still don't know the outcome of the RFI that we have for IT modernization. As Christina said, we're getting that information back on Monday. But we would like to come to you and ask you for your approval to pursue a budget proviso. So in the event that we need it, because if we need it, we need to move quickly. We need to get that probably set in the House on by the 29th of January and in the Senate by the 2nd of February. So we're lining all that up. So we'd like to have that. Maybe I'll just put out all the different things I have to say and then throw it to you guys for asking questions. Second thing I would say is that I've listed, we've gone through our pre-filed bills. There's about approximately 400, maybe 500 now. I've made a list of the pre-filed bills that relate to us here in this memo. The first one is HB 1961, which would expand the seriousness of animal cruelty in the first degree beyond just sexual offenses against animals. And if adopted, the bill would assign a level 3 seriousness also to animal cruelty cases that could inflict harm or injury or even death at illegal animal fighting events. Something, maybe a tool that we would be given. That is already had a hearing. It's in the House Committee's Community Safety and Justice Committee, and it's scheduled for exec session on January 18th. Second bill that we have in the packet is creating a gambling treatment diversion pilot program. This is a bill proposed by Representative Stearns and Representative Orwell. It's a possibility he's here. I did let him know that we were going to be presenting this. This was one of the recommendations of the Problem Gambling Task Force. It's about setting up a pilot program within the Administrative Office of Courts to conduct a gambling treatment diversion court pilot program as a way to treat persons who are determined to be affected by having a gambling disorder, addictive disorder related to gambling. Okay. And then the third bill that we have noticed is HB 2027 and the companion SB 5905. This is concerning the certification, background check, and training requirements for sheriffs, police chiefs, marshals, reserves officers, and volunteers. This would basically require that the chiefs of these agencies would be required to have the same background checks and training and certification that the people that they oversee, the agents that they oversee, the police officers that they oversee. Unfortunately, the way that it's written is it only refers to general authority peace officers, which is not us as defined by 1093-020. So already Director Griffin has been meeting with a number of different representatives to point this out, and we're hoping that maybe there might be a fix there to include the limited authority Washington peace officer, because we'll just be back where we were last year, where we want to be held to the same standards that the general authorities are. So we wanted to see if, number one, you would give us authority to seek a budget proviso. Number two, if you wanted to state an opinion on the HB 1961 concerning animal cruelty in the first degree. And number three, if you wanted to state an opinion on HB 2055, creating a gambling diversion court program, pilot program. Furthermore, sorry, one more thing, three more things. I gave to you three bills that dropped last night. There's House Bill 2317 from Representative Orcutt, which is basically increasing the gross revenue threshold for unlicensed bingo, raffle, and amusement games, and also raising the threshold at which they want to pay taxes. It's just taking everywhere it says 5,000 and raising it to 15,000. Okay. That was just dropped last night. The second thing that's been dropped, and I make a reference to it here, I raised in the memo, I raised some of the bills that died in the last session, but that could be revived. And one of them was SB 5704 concerning requirements for fundraising activities of bona fide charitable organizations. This was dropped last year, and we had some concerns with it. We met with the senator who had proposed it, and then we started working with the people who were behind that, and that's what got that nonprofit raffle rule that we've been working on with you all. But there were a bunch of things inside of the rule petition that they gave to us that we couldn't address because it was beyond our statutory mandate. And so what the bill 6183 is to address some of those changes. One of the things they wanted to do was increase the price of a raffle ticket. They wanted to enable the selling, people to be hired to sell raffle tickets. They wanted to be able to sell tickets over the phone or the internet, to increase the thresholds for unlicensed raffle and bingo, similar to what's in this HB 2317. And a lot of the things that we've talked about, I can go into more detail if you're interested. So that's what this is. And then there's another bill also from Senator Rivers, 6190, also coming from the group of nonprofits, which is basically defining sweepstakes and authorizing sweepstakes as something that we could regulate. And like sweepstakes, we're not entirely clear how this works, but we probably need to read this more carefully, as we hadn't had time to since last night. And read it, analyze it very closely. We want our licensing and reg people to weigh in on it. So there's what I have to say. We'd like to hear what you have to say about a budget proviso, about the two bills that we've pointed out, animal cruelty and court diversion program. And I don't think we yet have need for you to weigh in on the bills that dropped last night. Yes.
Well, information. Does anyone have any questions or comments about anything?
I have a comment. If no one else. Thanks, Madam Chair. I would strongly recommend that we express our support for the animal fighting in the first degree bill that's before the state legislature, and also the bill that Representative Chris Stearns has dropped, and that would provide this gambling treatment court diversion program. I think that's something that's really desperately needed in our state. So people that are committing crimes and who are addicted to gambling have an avenue whereby they can get treatment. And that bill is House Bill 2055. I don't know what the other number was.
1961.
1961. So that's my motion.
Okay, I think
Were there any other bills that you didn't?
I need a motion. I think yeah.
Yes, you can.
I would also like to add that we need to authorize staff to seek a budget proviso for the IT modernization program if the results of the RFI indicate the need for it.
That's friendly.
Friendly, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And part of that too, or do you just want that and or that?
So I think the and is backwards, but yes. So Chair Patterson moved to authorize, or sorry, Vice Chair Patterson, I apologize. I move to authorize the chair on behalf of the commission to write to the relevant committees expressing support for HB 1961 and 2055, and the amendment was to Move to authorize staff to seek a budget proviso for the IT modernization program if the results of the RFI indicate the need for it.
That's it.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second,
Okay, it's been moved, amended, full motion seconded. It's fun.
Quick question before we vote.
Yes.
You know,
I spoke on Monday. No, I don't think so. I have only testifying about concerns of undoing what they so generously passed in 1132. It seems to be moving, but no, I'm not speaking on saying supportive or, yeah, just speaking to concerns. Thank you.
okay.
I have a question for Tina. Tina, if this passes, you'll be testifying on behalf of the Gambling Commission for the animal cruelty bill, as well as the gambling treatment court diversion program.
Correct. Yeah. So 1961 was heard at the committee. I did not speak to that. I spoke to House Bill 2027 because at that time I didn't have any concerns and I couldn't speak in support yet. But as soon as it goes and moves on for further testimony, I will. Yes.
I wonder, should we let them know that the Gambling Commission is supportive now?
Yes.
We missed the opportunity to say it in public, right?
Right. So we'll send the letters of support to the prime sponsor as well as Representative Goodman, who's chair of the committee.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that pilot treatment court diversion program, that was one of the gambling task force's recommendations.
Yes. And then we'll definitely track that bill as well. I mean, we're tracking it now, but yes, I was going to speak on that anyway. Thank you.
Okay. So we have a motion that authorizes staff to seek a budget proviso for the IT modernization program. Results of the RFI indicate the need for it. And to authorize the chair on behalf of the commission to write relevant committees expressing support for the HB 1961 and HB 2055. So that's the motion, correct?
Correct.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. So all those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes.